The Minnesota DNR has asked the public to avoid shooting radio-collared bears in the past.
Yeah, but just yesterday, one of its own officers killed a collared bear near Ely. Here's a picture from the DNR taken shortly before the bear was shot. The conservation officer reported the bear showed no fear of humans and would not leave the area. The animal had recently been collared by the Wildlife Research Institute in Ely. Rachel Slavic talked to the man in charge of the bear study, who has concerns that this death could put the whole project in jeopardy.
It is this camera that changed the way many saw black bears. A live look inside the den of Lily and her cub Hope that ultimately put a spotlight in all radio-collared research bears in Ely. Noliana was a newcomer to the study out of the North American Bear Center. She was injured and researchers saw an opportunity.
We could put a radio collar on it without using tranquilizers, and we did. And it was just the sweetest bear.
The DNR also realized Noliana had no fear of humans when she wandered near a home yesterday. These pictures were taken moments before she was shot and killed. The DNR says several attempts to chase her away failed. She even put an officer's hand in her mouth, but didn't bite.
And simply refused to leave the residence. That's not normal bear behavior.
She is the second collared bear killed in the last year. Hope was shot by a hunter last year, and the public took issue.
Certainly there's been a lot of, we've gotten a lot of feedback from the public, and the legislature has gotten a lot of feedback.
Lynn Rogers, who runs the research project, worries that pressure could put his study at risk. The DNR issues his permits and access to the webcam.
I had no idea if we were going to get a permit and or permission to do a den cam.
I don't think that there's a discussion underway to stop him from doing that.
For Lynn, it is the most detailed study on collared bears, research that's piqued an interest in the bears' lives as well as their deaths.
We manage animal populations. We don't manage individual animals.
Now, the death of this research bear will not have a big impact on the actual study because it was collared so recently. And Lynn says part of the reasons the animals are so accustomed to people in the Ely area is because there's a history of people feeding the bears, which, of course, the DNR strongly discourages against.
Yeah, all right, makes sense. Rachel Slavic, thanks very much.